Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hollyoaks Abe Fielding and Peri Lomax will make a major decision about their wedding next week, as Abe continues to lie to Cleo McQueen. With Abe still holding Cleo captive in the secret room at his flat, he has been publicly dating Peri for months now. While Cleo believes that Abe has now ended his relationship with Peri and recommitted to her, Abe has been lying to Cleo once again and is in fact still engaged to Peri. In scenes that will air next week, Abe takes his new niece Clara over to his flat to meet Cleo, who is delighted to spend time with the baby. While the trio sit together, Cleo asks Abe whether things have been awkward between him and Peri since their breakup. Abe takes the chance to tell Cleo more lies, as he tries to keep convincing her that he and Peri are over. Later on, Abe takes a big step and asks Peri whether she would like to get married in 2 weeks' time, in a festive celebration. Delighted, Peri goes straight into wedding planning mode, booking in a trip to a wedding dress shop for later that day. How long will Abe be able to keep up his double life for? Hollyoaks' new winter trailer has teased that there are still some huge twists to come in Abe, Cleo, and Peri's story as Christmas approaches. The clip reveals that Cleo will finally find out that Abe has been lying about his mom Marie being dead, and she plots her escape by convincing Abe that she is dying and that they should get married immediately. The trailer appears to show Joel throwing an unconscious Cleo into the river at night, as he says, "I can't believe this is goodbye." But Cleo is later seen dragging herself out of the water before she wakes up on the bank and declares, "I need to stop the wedding." Hollyoaks spoiler: Abe and Peri face a life-changing decision about their wedding. The sun dipped low over Hollyoaks Village, painting the sky in soft pinks and golds. But for Peri Lomax, the beauty of the evening did little to soothe the turmoil churning inside her. Sitting on the bench outside the hutch, she twirled the engagement ring on her finger, a small but sparkling symbol of love and commitment. The question gnawed at her, growing louder by the second. Are we really ready for this? A perfect proposal, a complicated future. It had been a whirlwind romance with Abe, the charming newcomer who had swept into Hollyoaks with a smile that could light up a room. Peri had fallen fast and hard, and when he proposed under the twinkling lights of the village square, it had felt like a fairy tale. The cheers of their friends, the flash of the ring, it had all seemed perfect. But now reality was creeping in. Peri sighed, lost in thought, when Abe appeared, his usual confident swagger replaced by something softer, more hesitant. He sat beside her, his hand brushing hers. "Hey," he said, his voice gentle. "You've been quiet all day. What's on your mind?" Peri hesitated, then met his gaze. "Abe, do you ever wonder if we're rushing this?" His brow furrowed, but he didn't look surprised. "You're having doubts." "It's not that I don't love you," Peri said quickly. "I do. But weddings are huge, and we've barely had time to breathe since you proposed. It just feels like everything's happening so fast. The pressure builds." Abe exhaled slowly, leaning back against the bench. "Yeah, I get it. It's been intense. Everyone's got opinions, and it's like the whole village is planning this wedding instead of us." Peri nodded, relieved he understood. "Exactly. And I feel like we're so caught up in the idea of the wedding that we're not thinking about what comes after." Abe took her hand, lacing his fingers through hers. "So what do we do? Call it off? Postpone?" "I don't know," Peri admitted. "I just want it to feel right. Not like we're doing it for everyone else." The conversation hung in the air, unfinished. Neither wanted to say the words that might unravel their dream, yet both knew they needed to confront the truth. Confiding in friends. Later that evening, Peri found herself at the Dog, seeking solace in her best friend, Yaz Malik. Over steaming mugs of tea, she poured out her heart, the words tumbling over one another. "I love Abe, but something feels off," Peri confessed. "I'm scared we're making a mistake." Yaz tilted her head, considering. Look, Peri, marriage isn't just about the big day. It's about the life you build after. If you're not ready, that's okay. But if you are, you need to make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. Peri bit her lip. I just don't want to hurt him. Yaz gave her a reassuring smile. If he loves you, he'll understand. Meanwhile, Abe sought advice from Felix Westwood, who was behind the bar, wiping down glasses with a knowing look. So, you're thinking about postponing the wedding? Felix asked, raising an eyebrow. Abe nodded. Peri's having doubts. And maybe she's right. Maybe we need more time. Felix shrugged. Marriage is a big deal, man. You can't rush into it. But if you love her, you'll figure it out. Just make sure you're listening to her, and yourself. A midnight walk. That night, Abe and Peri met under the stars, the village quiet and peaceful. They walked in silence for a while, the cool air brushing against their skin. Finally, Peri stopped, turning to face him. Abe, I've been thinking, maybe we should postpone the wedding. Abe studied her face, then nodded slowly. I've been thinking the same thing. Relief washed over Peri, but so did a pang of sadness. I just want to be sure we're doing this for us, not because we're caught up in the excitement. Abe pulled her close, his arms wrapping around her. I want that too. I want us to be ready, completely without any doubts. They stood there for a long moment, holding each other, the weight of the decision settling between them. It wasn't what they had planned, but it felt right. Breaking the news. The next day, Peri and Abe gathered their closest friends and family at the hutch. The mood was somber, yet there was a quiet strength in their decision. Nancy was the first to speak. Postponing the wedding doesn't mean you're giving up. It means you're being smart. Yaz nodded. It's your life, your love story. Do it your way. Even Felix, who usually kept his emotions close, offered a rare smile. Takes guts to admit you're not ready, but it's better to wait and be sure. Peri squeezed Abe's hand, grateful for the support. We're still getting married, she said, her voice steady. Just not right now. Abe grinned. And when we do, it's going to be perfect, because it'll be exactly what we want. A new beginning. As they left the hutch, hand in hand, Peri felt lighter than she had in weeks. They had made a difficult choice, but it was the right one. Abe leaned in, kissing her forehead. No matter how long it takes, I'm with you. Always. Peri smiled, her heart full. Me too. Together, they walked into the future, knowing that love wasn't about rushing to the altar. It was about the journey they were building, step by step. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Hollyoaks Update YouTube channel for more update news.